Alright guys, welcome back to the Nacho Chip Man channel, where today I'm going to quickly go through what I've been doing for farming GIL now. Just for context, this is past part 5. So I've built up Fang's Stagger Lock weapon. Mission 63 gave us a Genji glove, and then Sprint Shoes and Aurora Scarf together give us ATB rate plus 10%. So not only do we start with a full ATB gauge and we have a haste, but we also have like a higher ATB rate. We have Vanille with her Nirvana, the Energy Sash, and then the Aurora Scarf giving her a full ATB gauge, and then I have all of the catalogs on between the 3 characters. And then, this is the Belladonna one, so it increases the debuffing. And then this was the Axis Blade, so she gets attack ATB charge, so she can attack quicker. So, I just finished a cycle. But I'll go through really quick. I am going to have to do the modified version of this because I got the first chance drop. So, pretty much what we're trying to do is we're trying to go from here to Solia Springs to accept the hunt for the Adamantoids, because even if you get a Trapezohedron, you will still get a gold nugget as the secondary reward for that Adamantoids hunt. Also, every single character has their Crystarium maxed for the end of Chapter 11 for, like, after you kill Bartandalus, but before you go to Eden. So, we're going to kill 4 of these turtles along the way. Each time we kill it, it has a 37.5% chance to drop Gold Dust, and then a 5.5 to drop Scarletite. So we synergist ourselves up, and then we swap to all Saboteurs, get the Shell, and then we swap to Aggression. Oh, that was actually lucky. So Vanille has the chance to auto-stagger. She has like the random chance to auto-stagger because I believe the Survivalist catalog, and I don't know if it's her weapon or whatever. But we can get a Gold Dust like we just did, which is worth 15 grand. Or a Scarletite or nothing. But it does give us... So basically we're charging our TP while also trying to get GIL. Because unfortunately I don't think I'm at the point where I can just straight out kill the Adamantoids without the TP and like the summon. So we then run into these wolves to kind of charge up some more TP.
Didn't even break a sweat.
And then next up we go to this Adamantoids. I think we can hop down this, right? Yeah. Oh, and then from top to bottom, the paradigms are triple Synergist, triple Saboteur, triple Commando.
It'll be okay.
And then it's Aggression with Lightning and Fang as Commandos, and Vanille as the Ravager. Relentless Assault with Fang as the Commando and the other 2 as Ravengers. And then I have the... I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's Vanille as a Saboteur, Fang as a Commando, and Lightning as a Ravager. I think it's called Ruthless. But pretty much we just, whenever we fight these smaller turtles, we get pretty much 2 rounds of aggression after we put on all the buffs and we Saboteur it. We don't even get to stagger it unless Vanille gets lucky and gets her random chance stagger. We get another Gold Dust, which is good. I think on average, based on like the drop rates and everything, you get about 200,000, not per run, per cycle. Well, yes, per run or per cycle. And then it takes about 20 minutes to do a full like rotation on this. I don't know if you guys have seen my stream, but I have been crashing relatively often because of either the port to PC or the fact that I have like a graphic overhaul mod on, or maybe a bit of both. So I try to save often. And then anytime that we fight either the wolves or these two, we have to swap to Ruthless, because I try not to change these active paradigms since I use the rapid growth a whole bunch. And then the reason we're killing those two is there is a there's like a 42.5% chance every time we kill the adamantoids the first time that it drops something, either a trapezohedron or a platinum ingot. Because if we're gonna kill the adamantoids, we might as well make sure it drops something. So if we end up not getting something on the first try and resetting, the two smaller turtles will be in that area and we kill those two instead. But in my previous run, I didn't get that. I got the first drop as a platinum ingot, so I did not get to kill those two smaller turtles. So I have to kill that Behemoth King and that, like, grayish wolf to get TP back. So then we hop up here. We literally ignore all enemies. Walk over here, hop down to skip those enemies. And then it is that Seath Stone right over there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I think I am getting a little sick, but I will continue on. So we accept this, which this is where we get the Genji glove. You guys can take a look at either episode 5 or 4.5, how I managed to kill the adamantoises to get like the trapezohedrons to get to this point, as well as the GIL. But pretty much I just used the death method with Vanille. So we're gonna run back, once again ignoring all the enemies. I just want to look at TP level. Yeah, so we're going to have to kill. Because we have the 4-pack of wolves, the Behemoth King, and the Meglo guy, the big white wolf, and then 2 child turtles. Then, unfortunately, since it's only one enemy, the child turtles don't seem to give back too much TP. I forget you can't skip that. Also, apparently we're up to 38 subscribers, which I appreciate. Thanks, guys. I don't remember if we were at 38 beforehand or not. Like while I was streaming yesterday, but I will work under the presumption that we got a new sub. And we're gonna kill these guys again. We just immediately swap to Ruthless. Then once again, we're just gonna quickly kill these guys, which at this point, like, with Max Crystarium and the ultimate weapons, it should be pretty quick. I'll decide not to skip here to save ourselves the, like, few seconds. Oh wow, did we get it again? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pick up whatever this is. Is it right here? Or is it? So I think there's 2 dig spots you could hit, which you might as well pick up while you're doing this. Another one of those? I've gotten like 3 of those in a row. What the heck? So there's a dig spot there, because I'm just riding the Chocobo because it's quicker than walking with Fang. But the other dig spot that you could hit while you're on the Chocobo like this is right here, which has the chance to be like a gold nugget and a lot of the transformation materials. But pretty much we're just running over to this turtle. After that, we run into it. Once again, we're going to synergist up to the point where we get basically bravery and faith on lightning. Because we basically want to make sure we get bravery and faith on Fang, and then automatically target lightning. Sometimes it'll target her, sometimes it won't, and then we swap to infiltration. By waiting this long, lightning gets in frost on everyone, which then means when we swap to aggression, we're using magic-based damage, which this guy is resistant to both magic and physical, but is weak to every type of element. And then just 2 rounds of aggression is enough to kill him. Gold dust. Walking into wolves.
Time for a change.
And pretty much, you can do, I think, like a full cycle in about 1430 if you get the first drop off the Adamantoys. You can get, you can do it in, I think, about, because I've timed it, and I didn't get, I haven't gotten a run yet where I only did 2 attempts on the Adamantoys. I've only done 1 and 3. But based on it, I think with 3 attempts you hit like 23, and I would guess that you hit like 18 to 19 or 20 if you get it on the 2nd attempt. I guess if we're lucky enough to do 2 full runs and then get it, we'll see. And once again, we're gonna Faithra, Bravera. We're gonna hop down the lightning, Faithra, Bravera, swap. It doesn't so much matter if we get the Enfrost on Vanille, but I do like getting it on both Lightning and Fang at least. And then this way you could do aggression. Another way you could do this is just make sure that Enfrost is on Fang, and then you could swap to Relentless, so that way Lightning is using like her Frost Strike or Spark Strike or whatever have you. And now that we've killed all of those, we have 3 TP again. Yeah, you guys can see that. And then we run over here. And this way we don't even have to change the active paradigm. I'm going to save over here. We do want to save here even if your game doesn't crash, like if you're playing on the whatever version. You do want to save here because this is the closest place to the Adamantoys where you can do like a quit out to title screen reset. And then this is the normal one that I would do with, if I was just trying to do that, but the hunt is right here. The first time you arrive in this area, it seems like the baby turtles are missing. But if you quit out and load from that save point, the smaller turtles will respawn. I'm gonna presume that, like, the mod doesn't have anything to do to that. If I find out that the mod, like, changes something that changes that, I'll like put something in the comments or something like that. Oh, nice, that finishes that thing. But pretty much you want to put as much as you can until you get to Bravery and Faithra, and you want to put it on Fang. You summon Bahamut. We're going to target Fang so she recasts haste on herself. because if we don't recast it, it'll run out by the end of the fight because the sprint shoes only leave it on for so long. So we recast it and swap to the triple saboteur setup, and we're going to get slow, D-protect, D-shell, and we're going to attempt to get Imperil and Curse on it. Usually I get at least slow, D-protect, D-shell, and then most of the time I get Imperil. Sometimes I don't get Daze or Curse. Okay, there we go, got Curse. I don't know if it really helps in terms of dealing damage getting Curse, or I presume Imperil does. I don't know about Curse, though. You swap to triple commandos, and we attack him with Fang. By the time we finish the third round, the other two come back. We swap to Relentless so we can raise the stagger up. And then we swap to Aggression, and usually it is like just enough damage to completely kill him.
That's how it's done.
Now let's see. Okay, so no spoils, so this is going to show, and once again you get the gold nugget just from completing the mission. But we are going to reset. Because if we're going to kill it, we might as well get a drop for it. And once again, we're either looking for Trapezohedron or Platinum Ingot. This would actually be pretty good if I managed to get it in the video, because if I get the if I get 2 attempts, I can kind of time it. But now that we've reset the game, when we walk over here, you can now see that the baby turtles are back. So now, if we kill the Adamantoids on this attempt or any future attempts, we're going to turn around and kill those 2 baby turtles. And that gives us just enough TP. It gives us just enough TP to be able to get to 3 without having to kill the Behemoth King and the Big Gray Wolf on the way down to the Teleport Crystal. Also, I need to swap out this guy now.
Thanks. Don't sweat it. You're asking for it.
Alright. Then once again, we're going to inflict slow. Apparently, we're not going to inflict slow. Hello? Slow? There we go. He protects. Big shell. And Imperil, and we're probably going to stagger him right here. We're going to swap to Cerebus. Did get Imperil on, which is good. We're going to do 3 full rounds. And then we're going to wait a second, have the other 2 come back, swap to Relentless so we have a full bar. They're going to do their attacks, raise the stagger up. We just barely managed to get him. We didn't get it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do 1 more, I guess? I'm just going to get unlucky now, trying to do it here. Oh, shoot. this. Again.
Here we go. Thank you.
So once again, we're going to inflict whatever we can on ourselves until we get to Bravery-ra and Faith-ra, which I think should be the next one. We're going to make sure we target Fang when we do that. By doing that, when we go into the summon and we target ourselves, haste will be the first one, just to recast it on ourselves. And then we can just immediately swap to here. If you don't have Bravery and Faith-ra on you, when you manually target yourself, she'll cast that on herself first. And then you can get the other thing. And then once again, we're just going to Saboteur him until we stagger. Which, if I had to guess, we're going to get right here. Yep. And we're going to do the 3 rounds once again. And just as a precautionary, the weapon that Fang is using, the one that I leveled up, the Taming Pole, has stagger locks, so she cannot stagger.
See you next time.
I would say that it doesn't matter as much for her about staggering, because if you're going to use her, you're going to use her probably as a commando, so you care about her doing, like, physical damage. And she's not going to be the Ravager that sits there and, like... Well, that's awesome. Can I, like, actually get a drop, please? So basically the thing is, the trade-off with this weapon is at max level, you end up with like the highest, I think it's the highest magic you can give her from a weapon and the second highest strength, but then she can't stagger the enemy. Once again, I think this is a fair trade-off because for the most part, you're going to use her as a commando, saboteur, or sentinel, and those you're not really worried about staggering. You're more so worried about, like, her doing damage. And usually you would have her with 1 or 2 Ravengers as well. You wouldn't be running, like, full commando. And then, just to explain how it works, so... you can get to the point where, I think, for example, this guy has a 250 stagger percentage. If I only had Fang and I got him to the 250 and I kept attacking him, what would end up happening is he would stay at 250 without being staggered. Until one of the other allies would stagger him. But once again, this isn't too much of a disadvantage with Fang because you're using her more so as the commando, which isn't the person who needs to stagger, really. Alright, Michelle, thank you. Let's see if I could get it. I was gonna say, I was gonna try and see if I could get it to where, like, you could see. You might have to high wind here. because I was like a little late.
And I was
There we
just
go.
getting started.
Thank you. So unlike the first time, when I do this run, I won't have to hit the Behemoth King as well as the other guy, the Behemoth King and the White Wolf, because
Here we go.
going here, I can kill these two turtles, which gives me just enough to be able to make it to 3 TP. So pretty much we kill these two guys, and then we go walk to the save point, and that's 1 cycle. Got a little unlucky on this one, considering that, like, we got to the point where, like, we had to restart, like, 4 times, or reset 3 times, rather. We had to kill the turtle 4 times total. Average is about 2.5, so most of the times you're either gonna do, like, 1, 2, or 3, probably.
Eat this.
Now, I've done, like, a few cycles of this, but I'll just hop in and sell what I have.
And I was just getting started.
Yeah, and because I spent too long synergizing, that. Alright. And once again, we're going to do this one more time, and then we're all good.
Here we go.
So this allows us to get more TP as well as 2 more chances at Gold Dust and Scarletite.
Thanks. You were asking for it.
Which then allows you to get more, pretty much.
Thanks. Get with the program.
Everyone has some Frost on as well.
Don't want to lose, do
We'll
ya?
swap to Aggression. Because with that, like, ATB boost, like, and haste, you have, like, the ATB gauge fills so quick. And we got a Gold Dust, too. Nice. So this is pretty much, it took, like, 28-ish minutes. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense, because it's, like, around about 3 minutes per attempt on the turtle. Or 2 minutes, rather, so. And then having to fight the 2 turtles also increases our time a little bit. But just to show, I think I've done like 4 or 5 cycles. Not 5. Got 5 platinum ingots, a whole bunch of gold nuggets, all of these, and now we have a whole bunch of money. I also got 5 Scarletites, and I think I had like 3 at the start. I now have 5, so I did get a whole bunch of those. But this is pretty much what I'm doing to farm for money. I no longer can increase anyone's Crystarium until we actually finish the game. And just to show, these are the paradigms. Here's the equipment. And pretty much because you kill the 2 turtles, you end up with enough TP to kind of start the cycle again. But that's going to be it for this video, just to show what I'm doing kind of in between streams. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit the like button below. If you want to leave a comment, like, this is a more efficient way. I think that Eden has a more efficient way by killing sacrifices for perfume. But I can't get there yet because I have to wait until we get to Eden to do that. So this is my substitute. And then if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as hitting the notification bell to be notified when I upload. But other than that, I will see you next time. Ciao.